The first scam is probably the most outrageous one too, because to those guys running the scams, like, seriously, you're only just getting travelers back. It's totally worth it. Absolutely. Welcome back, Sean here with another adventure from the paradise of Krabi, Thailand. Going to be doing the Dragon Crest Hike today, and I also want to tell you the top 5 scams for Krabi in 2023 and how you can see this amazing view. So it's the Khao Nong Nak, otherwise known as Dragon Crest. So there's a viewpoint which is 3.7 kilometers away. So let's get to it. So if you are looking to travel to Krabi, I'll go through the top 5 scams that I'm seeing in Krabi and what to do to avoid them. Look, they've had a tough couple of years. I can appreciate that. But people are only just starting to come back, and these scams are just, they could ruin it for a lot of people. And to be honest, most are doing the right thing, but there are just a few you need to be careful of. The first scam is probably the most outrageous one too, because to be honest, it just shouldn't be happening at all. But there is one company in Krabi, they are renting bikes without license plates. So these are not licensed vehicles, and they're renting them out to tourists. So look, it sounds crazy. Look, there's always a risk that some of these bikes are stolen and they're offering them to tourists. It's absurd. It sounds ridiculous, but it is happening. There's this one, they're quite popular as well. If you look at their reviews, they've got good reviews. But yeah, they're currently renting unlicensed scooters and motorbikes to tourists. So yeah, not good. That's for sure. The second scam is also around motorbike and scooter rental. So the other thing that they do is they'll actually, as you collect the bike, they will take all the photos and video of the bike itself. So the thing with that is when you return the bike, you don't know whether or not they're showing the photos and videos they took on that day, or whether or not these photos were when it was brand new, or they've photoshopped the photos as well. And then of course they go get an invoice for the repairs, and then they charge you for the repairs. Alright, just past halfway, and there's a bit of a viewpoint here. It looks pretty cool. So those rocks out there are the southern end of Pheng Na Bay, so pretty cool. And there's a third one for motorbikes. So another way you can be scammed renting motorbikes here in Krabi. I've seen they've got like a rock thing. What it does is it scratches the bike, or it looks like a scratch. They then obviously get an invoice for the repairs, charge you for the repairs of the bike, and then wash off the fake scratches, and they've scammed you for paying for parts that didn't even need replacing. So what should you do to avoid these rental scams for motorbikes and scooters? So my best advice, and what I've done, is I went through the hotel or resort that I'm staying through. So if you go through them, they can arrange motorbike rentals. They will know who to do business with, who not to do business with. Might not be the best deal, but it will save you in the long run with the headaches and having to deal with these scams, because you know, trying to save yourself 500 or 1,000 baht or a few hundred baht here and there on these rentals doesn't really make sense, because it can end up costing you thousands more, even though you've got a better deal. So yeah, arrange one through your accommodation and avoid the headaches. That's the best bet. I almost thought this was a snake. It's just a bunch of ants all going in the same line over a log. Alright, the fourth scam, which is really common here in Thailand. It's the taxis. Now, taxis don't do meters here. So I've had people charge me 250 for the same ride that some only charge 150 baht. So, but they don't run meters here, so you can't ask for a meter taxi. They just don't do them. That's why it's so popular to rent a motorbike or scooters. And when it comes to taxis, ask for a better deal. Ask for their best price. Ask for a better price. And see what you can get to save yourself some money. Alright. It's only 8 in the morning, but already starting to feel the Thai heat. So let's talk about scam number 5. Now this is common throughout Thailand. It's bill watching. What happens is they'll put additional items on your bill, or they'll get you in on some promo saying it's happy hour and it's only 90 baht for one of the big chungs or big singers, and then they'll put like 120 baht. Question it. You do have to watch your bills. It might not be much if you're only in Krabi for a week. Paying an extra buck or two here on the bill for a week probably won't bother you too much. But if you're a long-term traveller like myself and you're having lunches and dinners, and look, it all adds up, and it can get a bit annoying too. So, and if you're not sure how the happy hours work or the special discounts work, just ask first and you'll avoid the problems up front. Yeah, so if you are asking them questions, they're less likely to try and scam you on the bill. So that is the top 5 scams in Krabi for 2023. Don't get me wrong, for the most part, especially the locals, most businesses are doing the right thing. To those guys running the scams, like, seriously, you're only just getting travellers back and you're doing this. There's so many hardworking Thai people that do good business, and you're only scaring off some tourists. Like, wake up to yourself. It's just not worth it. And the unfortunate thing is, a lot of it is foreign-owned businesses running these scams. So it's foreigners trying to rip off foreigners. It's like, wake up to yourselves. Seriously. It's just not on. Alright, let's get to the top. Here's another viewpoint of the other side. That's pretty cool. Somewhere up there is Tiger Cave Temple, I think. It's just amazing, this countryside. How can Thailand be so lucky? They've got amazing bays, amazing beaches, amazing islands, these amazing limestone cliffs that just like flat ground and then straight up, like straight up. Looks so cool. They got amazing lakes too. So much to see and do here. If you're not coming to Thailand in 2023, what are you doing? Seriously. Made it up to the first viewpoint at the top. There's another one a bit further up, but this is pretty cool. You can see the tops of those mountains coming out through the fog. Looks really cool. Alright, made it to the top. Challenging as it is for this view. It's totally worth it. Absolutely worth it. Make my way down to the bottom and head to the beach for a well-deserved swim, I think. It's back down to the bottom. Made it to my favorite beach in Krabi. I'll leave the Google Map link in the description below for this place. It's pretty awesome. It's a quiet beach. It's not packed with tourists. It's clean, it's got white sands. It's just much better than Ao Nang. So I'm gonna go for a swim because that did take a fair bit out of me. I need to freshen up a bit. And just a bit on what's coming up in the Krabi Thailand series. We're also doing PP Island tour as well, and Railay. A lot of good activities, adventures, so island hopping, awesome beaches. If that sounds good to you, hit that like, hit subscribe so then you don't miss out on the videos, because we've got a lot coming out and you don't want to miss it.